Oh, sorry. Here we are again. Good evening from this end. Um, yeah, this is conversation with Ini. I promise. Good evening. Pardon, looking. So let me know from the comment section. Like the last time I came online and I tried to explain and then render an apology to those of you that disappointed the last time. So in your comment section, let me know if I'm forgiven, and then help me. Let's work this journey together. Tell me if I've improved, even though I'm still trying to get my way around this app. But I promise I'll be coming once in a while so that I'll get used to the how it is being used. So today, no, during the course of the weekend, something caught my attention. I saw a video of a young lady. I think she's abroad. I don't know which country in particular, but she traveled abroad and then she had it's time for her graduation. I think she invited a set of people to come. She was expecting some kind of people, and then nobody showed up except somebody, maybe somebody from the school. One person showed up from the school. Um, the one person that showed up actually showed up because she is actually schooling. She said the person is actually schooling in the same school as her, something like that. But this lady was seriously crying. She was crying. She was so bitter. She felt so disappointed. I know to a lot of persons, it might look like, so what's the big deal? Why is she crying? It's a whole lot of, why is she crying over people not turning up for her? Let her just do her thing and be happy and go home. You see, we need people. God knew, even God that created us knows that we are communal. He created us to be communal beings. Like, He created us to need one another. He created us to not be independent of the other people. So now this brings me to this makes me want to talk about, I just want us to talk about the kind of loneliness nobody's talking about. That kind of loneliness that exists in a marital setting, that a husband and a wife can be in the same house, sleep on the same bed, and the wife is still feeling lonely and the husband is still feeling lonely. Not because love is missing, but because communication is. They don't know how to communicate their emotional need. Oh, the wife is assuming my husband knows that I'm proud of him now. My husband knows that he cannot. Oh, or she's assuming my husband knows that I'm proud of him. Or can't he just say that I need him to talk to me? Or can't he just say that I'm not feeling fine? And then the husband on the other side is 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 like, she doesn't even understand what it is I'm going through. And then this one is assuming nobody. Okay, for we women, is even actually okay. Is it okay? Like, we're even better compared to the men. Like, we tend to converse or communicate, try to communicate how we feel to our significant other. But you see, these male folks, they were not taught to communicate how they feel. They were taught to taking the pains inside, like to bear it. You are a man, bear it now. What are you going through? But you cannot cry, you cannot complain. So every pain, whether they are going through difficulties in the office, they will internalize it and expect their significant other to understand that they are going through things in the office. Another one is they can be disappointed in themselves. Maybe they feel maybe they didn't meet a target. Please let me know which part you are watching me from. If you understand what it is we are saying, if you are feeling with what it is we are saying, react from the comment section so that I know you are with me and I'm not just talking. So our men were not taught how to express emotions. They internalize the emotions they have, and then they expect their significant others to read their minds and know what it is that is going on with them. So I think hence for what we should try doing more is we should try speaking out how we feel. We should try letting our partners know how we feel. If you can just be angry with me. Maybe my husband is just angry with me, for instance, that, maybe there's something he expected me to do and I didn't do it. He didn't say it. I'm innocent me. I'm just going. I'm innocent me. I'm just going about my duties like nothing is happening, and the man is there boiling. Like you're supposed to know that I need this thing now. But Oga, how am I supposed to know what it is that you need when you didn't tell me? So this gap in communication creates loneliness in marriage. The last time that I spoke, I was saying the last time that I came online, I was talk that I talk. I kind of like brush it a bit that the loneliest set of people I've seen are people who are married couples, because everybody is assuming the other person to know better. Everybody is assuming that um the other person ought to have known what it is. It's something, should be something that you should know. You should know that your wife wants to be talked to. You should know that your wife needs to be taken out. You should know that your husband wants to be respected. But if men in particular are trained to like, oh, baby, did so thing to me at particular time. I think I don't like how you talk to me the other time. Oh, the woman will know. Oh, was it because I spoke to you this way that you got angry? Oh, I'm sorry about that. She will know what to do with the information. So that next time when she wants to talk to you, she knows that, oh, the last time I spoke with him like this, he didn't actually like it. So she will find a better way to communicate with you. And then that gap, that aspect of, oh, you didn't talk to me well the other time, will be avoided in the next conversation. She now knows better how to talk to you. Is it not better that you spoke out and she knew that, oh, my husband doesn't like being spoken to like this, than for you to expect that she should know that, oh, they don't talk to me like this. So, and then if you are the woman, maybe you are doing something in the house, you've been working, you are tired. The man goes to work. He doesn't know. Maybe he might not even be around to see all the work that you've done. Sometimes it is you that's wearing the shoe that knows where it pinches. It's you that's supposed to tell him, oh, babe, I think I've been doing a lot of work in this house. I've actually been doing a lot of work in this house, and I think it's becoming overwhelming for me. I really appreciate it that maybe we split the work instead of you just internalizing like, can you see that I need help? If you not tell them those particular genders, if you not tell them that you need help in a particular area, they might just assume that you are okay. So it is the duty, it is you as a woman that's meant to tell them where you need help. I have learned over time to tell my husband, oh, if I need help in the kitchen, see. There are days that normally you would do it without me having to ask. But there's things that I'll have to consciously call his attention to. Oh, babe, I think I need help in this area. So when those areas that have been bringing conflict between us, or that, because most times just because we don't want conflict, we don't want to have that difficult conversation, we tend to go mute. And we'll go mute for a day, we'll go mute for 2 days, we'll go mute for 3 days. And going mute doesn't even actually even solve anything. It does not solve the problem at hand. It does not um help us come to a conclusion. It does not bring solution. And then maybe after a while, we find a way, something happens, and then we find a way to talk. We get back to being normal without actually discussing what the problem was, without even coming to a resolution and solution. And then when the same problem occurs again, we'll go back to the first setting. We'll start raising um maybe ignoring the other person, we'll start ignoring each other. This is the kind of loneliness that happens in marriage. This is just an aspect of the kind of loneliness. So this, imagine that that lady was really crying like that because nobody showed up for her. That is even an external program. My question today is, how are you showing up for the people in the people in your immediate environment? How are you showing up for your immediate family to start with? Are you assuming that they should know? Are you being present? When conflict arises, how do you handle it? Do you assume that the other person should know what it is that's eating you up inside? What method of communication do you use in communicating? Because every emotions that we go through, every emotions that we express has a language, it has a name. So until we learn to address these emotions, until we learn to call whatever it is that we feel and bring the attention of the other person involved, nothing will be solved. There won't be solutions. So I'm curious to know. I'm curious to know if you have forgiven me, or if areas have improved. If have you ever been in? I actually also want to ask if you've been in a gathering but still felt so lonely. How did you handle it? If you're a wife or a husband watching this, if you are lonely in your marriage, what do you think we should do to eliminate the loneliness in marriage? Because it is actually a lot. You see, when we see divorces flying here and there, we think maybe they got married to demons. The thing that even made them get divorced might be as simple as we are not talking to each other. We don't know how to communicate. It is that serious. So how do we handle loneliness in our marriages? How do we handle loneliness in our relationship? Because even as siblings, we can stay in the same house and we still feel lonely. This even actually even still brings me to that to the. This reminds me of a time when um myself and my friend we used to share an apartment. But due to the nature of my work, I kind of like not be available at home too much, like often. But our work gave her the flexibility of being home. So she got other friends. And in the house, she'll be, God, I really felt lonely at that time. And when we feel lonely, most of the jealousy that we even have towards our partners, God said, loneliness can be a result, can be a contributing factor. Because I felt lonely. My friend was no longer available for me. Is she? It wasn't a romantic relationship. It was a mutual girl to girl relationship. We were roommates, we were besties, but she got other besties and kind of like neglected me in the process. And I became lonely. Even when you are in a setting and the the bond that usually binds you together is no longer there. So that was how it is. So how do we handle loneliness in our relationship? Because really it is really one of the cause of depression. The rate of depression is actually increasing day by day. So how do we undo this? Let me hear from the comment section. I have to go because my soldiers are about coming. So thank you for the time. I just have to keep showing. I promise I'll be showing up once in a while until I get used to this thing, this whole setting. So thank you for your time. And let me hear from the comment section if this was helpful. What other topic you want us to discuss next. See you.